matters most is the respect owed to their national hero. Genghis Khan was not only a conqueror, he laid the foundation for religious freedom, a postal system, even paper currency. They believe his wishes must be honored, and any intrusion would be seen as a grave insult to their ancestors. Today, despite the march of technology, the Khentii region remains a remote, nearly inaccessible wilderness, and the tomb of Genghis Khan remains forever out of humanity's grasp. Should this mystery ever be solved, the discovery could rival the unearthing of the Terracotta Army or the rediscovery of lost ancient scrolls. Yet, perhaps, his tomb will always remain a part of legend, protected by the vast steppe, the silent rivers, and the shadows of galloping horses racing endlessly through history. Giant of Castelnau, the discovery of an ancient giant. In the winter of 1890, in a small village called Castelnau-le-Lez, the anthropologist Georges Vacher de Lapouge unearthed 3 enormous bone fragments from a burial mound dating back to the Bronze Age. These fragments belonged to a human who stood over 11 feet tall, a height that far surpasses every conventional standard of our species. Was this truly evidence of a race of giants that once walked the earth, or merely the result of a strange and improbable mistake? When Georges Vacher de Lapouge began his archaeological work in Castelnau-le-Lez, he never expected to encounter 3 remarkable bones: a section of a femur, part of a tibia, and a piece believed to be from an arm bone. The measurements, published in the journal La Nature in 1890, showed that these bones were twice the size of modern human bones. The femur measured 14 centimeters across, with a circumference of 16 centimeters. The tibia was 26 centimeters long, and the arm fragment was unusually large. Based on these calculations, Lapouge estimated that the individual must have stood 3.5 meters tall and weighed several hundred kilograms. He went so far as to insist that these were unquestionably human bones, despite their extraordinary size. The fragments were later sent to the University of Montpellier for expert analysis. Leading figures in zoology, paleontology, and anatomy all agreed that the bones belonged to a very tall race, though they also noted the possibility of pathological growth. Just a few years later, further reports emerged. Giant skulls and large bone fragments were discovered near Montpellier, believed to have come from people between 10 and 15 feet tall. These remains were sent to the French Academy of Sciences, but afterward, they vanished without a trace, leaving modern science unable to follow their trail. The Castelnau mystery only deepened as modern scholars began to question the origin of these bones. In 2022, anthropologist Catherine Hakanyan proposed that they might have simply been the bones of a giant